Hey guys, JT Trousdale here. We are doing a good faith repair for Mrs. Beal, claim number 053-199678. 76 degrees outside. Today is currently the 18th. We're going to do a good faith repair back here on this backside to demonstrate that due to age and brittleness of the roof is irreparable. So as we do this, we appreciate you guys taking the time to follow along. We'll get right into it. This is the shingle that I'm replacing. We've got wind creases going all the way across, so we're going to pull that one out, put a fresh one back in. And then of course in the process of that, we're going to be watching these shingles above it that we're having to lift to get to that one to see if it's creating damage on those shingles. So we'll get started. All right, shingles are coming loose pretty easy. And of course, Wallace, as you can see here, you guys can probably hear it running down. Just getting these broke loose. I mean, you can see it falling into my hand. I'm already losing granule. So it's a telltale sign of non-repairability. So we'll go ahead and get these ones up above it. Now again, one of the reasons I like to use these, I always like to go over this in the videos, it's longer, you can get underneath here, and of course when it sets flat on the shingle, you're well you can get past the door line and then give yourself enough room. That way we're not damaging the shingle as we're trying to get these broke loose to get to the nails underneath. Also, I don't ever want to pry up, I want to wiggle back and forth, again, to avoid from damaging that shingle. That one came up pretty easy. Got that one up. All right, got that one. Now, I've got 4 marks on here. These are where my nails should be if it's a good install. I've got a nail, 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 and a nail. So, good install from whoever did this roof before. Good work on you. So now we'll get these 2 loose. Pulling my nails out, a lot of people will rock back and forth. I don't. I just try to put nice even pressure, and that way you can feel it drawn up and you're not shooting through it, and again, damaging the shingle. There we go. Okay, last nail out. Now, these nails on this shingle should be catching the very tops of these, so we want to get to those too. So we've got one here. Here. That should be all the nails that are touching it. Now, in the process of doing that, we've got to lift these between 40 and 45 degrees to be able to get to. Some insurance companies allow you to lift from 90. We don't ever want to go that high. We want to go just high enough that we can clear the hammer without damaging the shingle to seat the nail back down. But even in doing that, you can already start to see that these are creasing right across these top lines. So again, another telltale sign of a non-repairable roof. So that should have us, unless I've missed one. We got one down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get it here. There we go. All right, it popped out nice and easy. That is our old shingle. Set that here. All right, of course, we're going in with a new shingle. The other reason too that I always want to take these nails out, for one, so that you're not having to snatch that. For two, when you put your shingle back, it is not setting on top of nails, right? We want this sliding in, sit flush against the decking, the felt paper, and that way everything's good, it's seated, you don't have to worry about nail pops later. So. All right, once we get it up, we'll make sure we get good alignment on the left and right hand sides. Okay. In there. Go ahead and grab us out some nails. Get ready to put this thing back in place. When I'm putting these back, I always like to slide my fingers under so that I can push up evenly versus trying to grab and hold that way. Plus it allows me to hold the nail while I'm in there too. Now we want to make sure when we're putting this back as well, we've got to lift these high enough because these nails have to go into the nail strips when we're putting them back. So we want to make sure that we're putting this back the correct way. Now again, as you can see, I mean, just from lifting up to there, we're not even anywhere close to 45. Again, we're losing granule coming all down through here, and it's just coming out lifting these shingles up. Let me forget to get that one. All right, so we've got the nails put back in here. We need to put back in the three that we took out at the top. Now, also, when you go back into these, don't go back into the same nail hole. I know that's kind of common sense, but I always want to point that out. You want to make sure this is grabbing fresh decking so that it's holding the shingle down in the correct manner. Of course, as you can tell, you can hear just from that hammering, I mean, we're losing granule. These already look drastically different than when we started. All right, now as you can see, Wallace, if you look down through here, I know our chalk's kind of set on it heavy. But we've got heavy loss through these sections. Through these sections, you can actually see the creasing coming across here on these in an effort to replace one shingle. Now these are damaged. To do this the correct way, we would now need to replace these two, and as you can see, we would end up replacing the whole slope. So with that being said, again, guys, JT Trousdale with Jagras here on behalf of Miss Beal. 0531-99678 is the claim number. 918, 76 degrees outside. We appreciate you guys taking the time to review this video and help us make the correct decision for the customer.